Now recognize the gentleman from Alabama, Mr. Moore, for his 5 minutes.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. McBride, have there been changes in the types of merchandise targeted by criminals in ORC?
So every single retailer, thank you for the question, Congressman. Every single retailer has a key set of products that are being targeted by the organized retail crime groups. In my case, it is denim, it is jeans from American Eagle Outfitters. It is the highly lucrative, most expensive item that we sell on a regular basis. Other retailers have their own products that are being targeted. There were some photographs in the hearing room earlier of those products that are being recovered on a daily basis from law enforcement agencies at the local, state levels all over the country.
Can you explain how certain policies have led to an increase in ORC?
So in the post-COVID era,
you feel that?
Yeah, in the post-COVID era, the organized retail crime groups took the time to retool, and they have used the internet, encrypted apps to recruit known associates. They've used leverage techniques and social engineering to gain the upper hand on folks on citizens within the United States to do the dirty work at the lowest levels. They are sometimes minors. They are recruited. They are expendable to those organizations. They will roll up the next one to commit those crimes. But they have a multi-level organized set of command structure that they use to boost, move, consolidate, clean, because they'll remove tickets, they'll remove sensor anti-theft devices, they will throw away any GPS trackers that we insert inside this cargo to try to be able to get eyes on the movements, and then they will exfiltrate that product out of the country.
Are the jeans being lifted off the shelves, or how's that happening when you say they're coming into the
Correct.
stores themselves?
Correct, Congressman. So in the retail stores, they are being boosted by what we call boosters, right? They come in and commit mass thefts. They may come in and overwhelm a staff in a store that may only have a few associates working. They use intimidation tactics to try to come back and re-victimize the same locations over and over again because it's easier for them. We are also experiencing cargo theft. We have some of our shipments interdicted. We have, as my fellow witness stated, trucks that are broken into at truck stops, at red lights, in the mall parking lot. They will be removed.
Ms. Spear, I remember like we were in the trucking business growing up, and I was in New York one night. We were in the sleeper asleep, and the truck started shaking. And all of a sudden we go back, and they've cut the lock, and they're stealing out the back of the truck. But now it sounds like it's almost, and it's a technological advantage for the criminal element, right? So how do they reroute this? Is that something they're doing with the GPS system, or how are they sending these trucks? Do they look official, and then they send them an email and say, hey, you're going here? How does that happen?
Yeah, hackers will get into the systems, bill of ladens. They can see, actually, the most expensive cargo. That's what's different here. It's not just a hit or run and we roll the dice that we get something valuable. They know what's in the truck. It could be pharmaceuticals, it could be munitions, it could be a whole host of things that we don't want criminals to even know is in the truck. You can see that when you get into the system. And they double broker. They work with brokers. They are a facade. They're going as a legitimate motor carrier. But they're a front, they're a false front, and they intervene in that process as the broker is handling the freight from the shipper to the motor carrier. They pose as a false carrier, basically.
So will they take it to a dock or a warehouse somewhere normally, or?
Yeah, it'll move in generally multiple states. These are products that often end up going overseas. Energy drinks, they're banned in multiple countries. Didn't know that, actually.
It's like Coors beer used to be banned, and the Smokey and the Bandit, they would move them east in the state. But
growing up in Wyoming, I can understand.
You know all about that,
Yes, I do. Energy drinks, they put them on the black market in these banned countries. It's a very sophisticated crime. It's not just the hit and run type of crime that we're familiar with for the last 100 years. This is, a very crypto-driven criminal activity that's done overseas, well above.
yeah, I was in New York that night. They stole shrimp out of our reefer unit. But the thing was, they didn't know what was in it. I'm amazed now that they actually get the bill of lading and know what they're stealing. Mr. Bennett, one last question here. Do you think soft on crime policies affect the safety of your employees and customers inside Target stores?
My experience is that we have seen violence in our stores, and I think that crime in our communities is problematic. And, what is most important to us at Target is protecting our teams and our guests. And we certainly focus on that from a strategy perspective.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes the gentleman from California, Mr. Kiley, for his 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In California,